How war influences a country's economy, the positive and negative sides. Have you ever stopped to think about how war can completely transform a country's economy? As destructive as it is, war can also bring profits, at least for certain sectors. Yes, war has devastating effects, but it also moves trillions in investments, trade, and technology. Today, we're going to look at both sides of the story. How war can economically impact countries in both negative and positive ways. Stick around until the end to get a full picture of the economic side of conflict. Let's start with the most obvious side, the damage. First, war causes massive destruction of infrastructure. Entire cities are wiped out. Roads, bridges, factories, hospitals, all reduced to rubble. Take Ukraine, for example. Since 2022, the country has already suffered hundreds of billions of dollars in losses. Second, inflation kicks in, with shortages of food, energy, and basic goods. Prices skyrocket. The local currency loses value. The cost of living goes up, and people's purchasing power drops sharply. Third, unemployment rises. Businesses shut down, and people flee when they can. War forces large-scale migration, draining the labor market and crashing the local economy. Fourth, international trade takes a hit. Sanctions, blockades, collapsing exports and imports. Countries at war become isolated, which only deepens the economic crisis. So, for most people, war brings crisis, scarcity, and financial hardship. But what about the other side of the coin? Yes, some sectors actually profit and even grow during wartime. A clear example is the defense industry. When war breaks out, spending on weapons, ammunition, tanks, aircraft, and military tech surges. This moves billions and creates jobs in countries that manufacture this equipment. During World War II, for instance, the U.S. became an industrial powerhouse. This helped pull the country out of the Great Depression and accelerated its economic growth. Another point is post-war reconstruction. After destruction comes rebuilding, and that also boosts the economy. In Europe, the famous Marshall Plan, funded by the United States, injected billions into infrastructure, jobs, and economic recovery. And let's not forget, war often drives technological innovation. A lot of what we use today was born out of military needs. The internet, GPS, radar, modern medicine, aviation advances. All of these have wartime roots. So yes, war can lead to growth, innovation, and investment, but at an incredibly high cost. Even with all these potential economic gains, the human and social cost of war is immeasurable. Millions of lives lost, families torn apart, trauma that lasts for generations. That's why it's important to remember. Real and sustainable development only happens in times of peace. War might boost the economy in the short term, but only peace builds lasting, thriving societies. So, what do you think? Do some countries actually benefit from war? Or does everyone lose in the end? Drop your opinion in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and share. See you next time. Subscribe. Thanks for watching.